Los Angeles Clippers fans, this is a video for you guys and for the NBA fans that wants to know a bit more about this squad. They just went out there and got a huge victory against the Nuggets without Kawhi Leonard, which is very huge. And it's almost that time of year, playoff basketball, and Russell Westbrook's coming back. Hopefully Kawhi can come back healthy. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at discourse around the league. Whether it's people like Kendrick Perkins talking about the Clippers, whether it's Shaquille O'Neal, we're going to be giving you guys a very good understanding on where the Clippers stand in the playoffs right now. Before we get any further though, make sure you guys smash that like button and that subscribe if you are new to the channel. But let's get right on to the first topic. And this is when Kendrick Perkins talks about his 5 favorite teams in the NBA when it comes to contenders, and take a listen to what he had to say about the Clippers.
Time of the year to put the real big list up here, legit title contenders, because we're inching towards the postseason. Coming in at number 5. I don't want everybody to say, Perk, what you doing, what you tripping on, because it's not your list. Bam! It's mine. The LA Clippers. The LA Clippers. And look, I know they've been struggling of late, but they're going to get it together. You know why? Because Ty Lue is leading the charge. One of the best coaches in the game today. Do I have faith in Kawhi Leonard Jordan that he's going to be healthy? I believe he will. Do I have faith in Paul George that he's going to elevate his game as a number 2 option? Hell yeah. Do I think that James Harden is going to elevate a little bit? Yes, absolutely he will. They have the depth, they have the coaching, they have the star power. The West is vulnerable outside of the Denver Nuggets. I got them at number 5.
And if you guys are wondering about the rest of the list, well, he had the Bucks at 4, Minnesota Timberwolves at 3, and the Celtics and Nuggets taking the 2nd and 1st spot. But when I look at this list, I'm kind of confused because I would rather have the Clippers as a top 4 contender in the NBA, and I would switch them out for the Bucks. The Bucks have had a pretty decent season, but in terms of connectivity wise and the connection that the players have on and off the court, I would rather have the Clippers. This is what wins you playoff games. And even Giannis himself said that he had no clue how to prepare for a game because of the coaching, and now they have better coaching in Doc Rivers, but having that issue is just not a good issue. Coaching needs to be consistent throughout the year for you to win a championship. But now let's move on to what Shaquille O'Neal and Baron Davis had to say about the Clippers, and they talked about James Harden having to play more of that Houston Rockets role, but be a little bit more selfless and pass the ball around. Take a listen to what he had to say.
But the Clippers got it done. Without Kawhi for the 2nd straight game, Paul George leads the way. We wanted a big game out of Harden, 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. He took 23 shots, which is more than I think he took in the last 3 games combined.
That's fine.
Why is it
fine?
He got it done.
Because James Harden has to get himself ready for the playoffs. James Harden is going to have games where he take 20 shots, and his shooting leads to him driving the basketball, right? So if you look at the last games, he wasn't taking shots. The Clippers were losing. If he takes those shots, those threes, it just, look at his pace and look at the attention to detail that when he was driving to the hole, it opened up lanes for Zubac. It opened up lanes for, Paul George. When he's aggressive, the Clippers got a really, really good chance of being a much better team.
A lot of times when you play on teams with other superstars, you want to be unselfish. But you have to be selfish, unselfish, which means I'm going to get mine, but Jamal's over in the corner. But you still got to get yours. See, like James, that's not James. James, you got to get his, and then when the double team comes, like in Houston, all the other teams played, he was very aggressive tonight. So again, in order for them to go step for step, they play well tonight. Westbrook's going to have to play great.
So although Shaquille O'Neal loves to mumble when he talks, he was basically talking about how Harden has to play the selfless and selfish role, and finding a good medium between these 2 factors is pretty hard. And if Harden can figure this out, when Kawhi and Paul George are on the floor at the same time, this is when the Clippers can get very dangerous. And in the most recent game against the Denver Nuggets, although James Harden shot 26% from the field, which is not him whatsoever, He shot 23 shots, which is more than he shot in the past 3 games combined. So this aggressiveness by James Harden is really going to open up a lot of room for other players like Zubac to get his pick and roll lobs. You know, Zubac has been a very, very big threat to a lot of other teams' bigs just because of James Harden. Another very important reason why the Clippers won against the Denver Nuggets was because of Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. The man gets slandered like crazy, but he came off the bench with only 23 minutes. He dropped 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Westbrook is a momentum shifter. You throw him the ball, he's gonna catch a lob and dunk it so hard, and the crowd just gets super hyped. And that's what you need, especially in the playoffs. You need to get the crowd into the games. But after this game, Russell Westbrook was asked a question, and the reporter basically called Nikola Jokic a triple-double monster just like him. And Russell Westbrook had something to say about this.
It's like going to Nikola Jokic, a guy who's like you, just a triple-double monster.
Well, let's ain't nobody like me. I'm on your side. Nobody like me. We're gonna stop that right there. Nobody like me. Nikola's a hell of a player, but he's not me and I'm not him. Obviously, he's, I don't know if he won MVP twice, maybe once, twice, but tough guard. I'm an excellent passer. Knows how to play the game the right way. Competes every single night, and you know, tonight we got the best of him. So,
I guess what can you say about the way he gets his own? I guess.
There you go. He high IQ, very, very high. Knows how to play the game very well. Knows where his guys are going to be. Do a good job of playing with great pace, especially at that size.
All these reporters are trying to get something out of Westbrook. They're asking him, oh, he's a triple-double monster just like you. And in terms of triple-doubles, yeah, Jokic is amazing, but Westbrook is the greatest triple-double player of all time. And that's not even a debate. But in terms of player comparisons, that's where Westbrook told everyone, like, why are you guys comparing Jokic and I? We are 2 different players. It's just not good to compare this. Aside from this, I also want to talk about Paul George. Paul George has had a couple of games where he's just been shooting the ball horrendously bad, but he somewhat comes back near the end of the game and is there for the clutch moments. But when I'm talking about playoffs, you need Paul George to score 20 points a night. And he did this against the Denver Nuggets in a game that they needed to win, and he dropped 28 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. I love the way he's playing, especially on the defensive end. But now we gotta shift onto the playoff discussion. The Clippers will be matched up against the Dallas Mavericks, which will be a very exciting matchup. Both teams play at a pretty fast pace. The Mavericks have a lot of lob threats. The Clippers have a lot of star power. It's gonna be very hard to see who's gonna win this, but in my opinion, I think it's going 6 or 7 games and either team can win this one. But in the comment section, let me know who do you think is gonna win the first round series. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will catch you guys in the next one.